Hey you guys, so I made a video a week or two ago where I basically talk about how I didn't respect the police anymore, and in that video you may remember me mentioning that I ended up getting arrested. Well, this video is basically me just talking about all the funny shit that happened in there. Like, seriously, sometimes that shit felt like I had a backstage pass for the circus, or like everyone in there was acting like a clown, right? So, anyways, one thing I'm gonna say first is I'm just gonna use their quote-unquote prison nicknames because one, it's not exactly something you should be doing anyway to be using someone's real name online, especially especially if it's like not a known thing, right? And two, these prison nicknames were just funny as hell. So like, yeah. So to begin, I just want to talk about something that happened within the first 5 minutes of being in the classroom over there. So they basically had a classroom there that we went and did our schoolwork in. So basically, as I said, first day being in there, within 5 minutes, this one kid, we'll call him Horsemouth, was all like, "Hey teacher, can I come up so you can help me with something?" And so this motherfucker walks up there, and I kid you not, alright, this is a good one. I kid you not. He asks the teacher with 100% seriousness, "How do I draw a square?" This kid is in, I think, 11th grade, if I remember correctly, is 17 and doesn't know how to draw a square. How? How? Like, and more importantly, how can you then proceed to go on a 5 minute long tangent trying to explain why you don't know how to draw a square? Like, how? No, dude, there's literally no way you can get out of this. There's no way you can get out of this one. Like, you cannot make this look good for you, bro. It's over. It's over, bro. You got exposed. You exposed yourself for being a dumbass. Like, come on, man. And then there was also the time this one kid tried to make the absolute worst excuse to say the N word imaginable, right? So, oh man. So, me, him, and another kid were sitting there eating lunch together, right? All of a sudden, the one kid, we'll call him Mr. Burns, decided to start telling us this story. I forget what it was about, but all of a sudden he starts talking about how someone told them that he, and I quote, N-worded it. And keep in mind, he actually said the word and with a hard R as well, right? And so me and the other kid, we'll call the other kid Speed Stripe 2.0, immediately look at each other and go, "Did he just say the N-word?" And Mr. Burns was all like, "No, no, it means you half-assed something." And then we're like, "Then just say you half-assed it." Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck 50 right now. Mr. Burns was just trying every way he could to be racist in there. Like, seriously, bro. Any excuse you could think of, no matter how bad it was, this man tried it. He was like, "Oh, I'm just here for a cupcake, man. I'm just here for..." He didn't actually say that, but, but man, he tried every excuse he could to be racist towards anyone he could, man. And there's this one story. I just remembered it. It's not written in the script, so I might stutter a bit recalling this. But there's okay. So basically, some backstory to this is that basically our underwear didn't have tags in them, and so the staff wrote in our underwear what size it was, but some dumbass used brown marker on my size in specific, and so the other kids saw this, right? And then for some reason they decided, "Oh my god, he's got speed stripes, bro. He shit himself." And I'm like, "What? It's literally marker. You can see it right there." Like, bro, what are you talking about? And so they went on with this for like a couple of days, I think, until, well, they went on with it the whole time I was there, but like a couple of days after they started all that, this one kid, right? I just finished going to the shower, just put my dirty clothes in the bin, right? I'm laying down in my room, I'm tired as hell, right? I all of a sudden I hear this one kid go like, I'm gonna go check his underwear." This motherfucker gets up, and I'm not joking. This man picks up my underwear out of the bin, and he just goes like, "Smells like taco meat." I'm like, bro, what the fuck is this man literally smelling my underwear? Like, bro, what? Who does that? What? Like, what do you need to smell it for? If there was something in there, you would have seen it. Why are you sniffing it, bro? And like, don't think it was only the other kids in there being clowns in there. Like I had my fair share of doing stupid shit too. Like one of my best moments was okay, so basically around like 8 p.m. or something like that, they would give us a snack or something, usually like a PB&J, and give us some milk. Well, this night the person watching us gave us all 2 milk cartons instead of 1, and so I had the great idea to, when I was going to the trash can to throw my trash away, I turned to this one kid, we'll call him the puppy dog, and I said, "Hey man, I'm excited to see you," as I then proceeded to hold the 2 milk cartons in front of my pants for like a second before throwing them away. Like, bro, I had that whole room laughing so damn loud over that they could literally hear us in the other room over. And that doesn't sound like much. On its own, that doesn't sound like much until you realize there were not 1, but 2 soundproof doors in between us and the room the staff person came from to tell us to shut the fuck up. Like, that is how loud I had those kids laughing, man. And, oh man, finally, I saved the best story for last, okay? So, this one is once again talking about Horsemouth, right? So one day, he decided to start bragging to this one guy who was watching us about how, "Oh yeah, bro, I played varsity basketball and did all this cool stuff for the team, man." And so, the next day in class, somehow, I don't know how, but some way, the teacher found out about it and started asking him about it. And so then the teacher goes like, "Oh yeah, well hold on, because I'm about to fact check you real quick." So then, for the rest of that class, he was just doing a bunch of Google searches for shit that Horsemouth was bragging about. Like, this man looked up his school's roster for the basketball team, and guess what? He wasn't listed. So then Horsemouth decided to go like, "No, I didn't say varsity, I said 8th and 9th grade." So then he looked that up, and he wasn't there. Horsemouth had also been telling people that some famous basketball player, I forget who, I'm not into sports, like, at all. The most sports-related thing you could say I'm into is Rocket League, honestly. I'm not a sports guy, I'm sorry. But I forget who it was. He was saying some famous basketball player was, like, his family relative or something, like his brother or some shit. And, do I even need to say that was a lie, too? Like, come on now, you're not fooling anyone, man. So after that class, we had to go eat lunch, right? But then an hour later, we had another class after that, and so the teacher asked him, "So are you sure you played 8th and 9th grade basketball?" at the beginning of the class, right? And so this man, Horsemouth, was like, "Oh yeah, I really did, man." And so the staff member he was originally bragging about this to walks in the room and goes like, "Oh yeah, well guess what, we just called the school and talked to not only the basketball coach, but the school's athletics advisor who's been there since 2013, and they both said that they've never heard of you in their lives." Like, bro really just got caught in 4K Ultra HD surround sound, bro. Like, bro got caught in 4K Ultra HD surround sound stereo on a movie theater screen, you know what I'm saying? Like, and at this point, we all thought that the whole thing was over with, right? We thought, oh, he got exposed for being a dumbass again. But no, it wasn't over, because the next day, during one of our classes, that same staff member suddenly walks in wearing a basketball jersey, stops in the doorway, and just stands there staring at Horsemouth for like 10 seconds, and then all of a sudden just walks right back out without saying a word. Like, bro, that was the funniest part about it too. Bro just comes in there, just taunting him with that. And like, there was a lot of other funny shit happening there too, but honestly, most of the other stuff that happened would be just too short to talk about. There's not much there. That's what she said, but there's not much to really talk about, and so I'd just be jumping back and forth way too quick, and I just decided to leave those ones out. But man, anyways, that's really all I've got for today. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, turn on notifications to be notified of when I upload, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.